What's up? What's up? What's up? One in the chat if you can hear me. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Ken and Hotep back at it again. It's 36 degrees outside. Had some stuff to take care of, so I'm down at my father's business, at the family business. Remember I told y'all about that bus he turned into a fucking doomsday vehicle? What up, reaction? There's the bus that he turned into the doomsday vehicle right there. That's the bug out bus right there. That's the bug out bus. One day I'll probably show y'all inside of the bug out bus. That's the bug out bus right there, y'all. Oh man. Anyway, hope you guys having a wonderful morning. Man, it's chilly out here. I'm about to go inside real quick. I'll take my ass in the building. What's up, Mr. Streets? Give a couple people the chance to get in. This actually used to be my Bonneville. This used to be my Bonneville. I gave it to my father, and as you can see, he has not taken care of this car. The 1969 Bonneville right here. I'm trying to get it back from him. I'm trying to get this car back from him. I'm trying to put some money into this, back into it. When I had it, it was fucking mint. This car was mint when I had it. It was cream on the inside, clean on the outside. Literally had cream interior, canary yellow. One of his customers had hit my quarter panel and messed it up, and I was like, damn it. So at the time, I was like, you know, I'm gonna give it to my father. Like, your customer hit it. Right now, I got, I had a new baby. I was like, I can't afford to fix it right now. So, I gave it to my father, and he let this shit go to waste. So he's saying he's gonna fix it. He's saying he's gonna put it in the shop and get it done. So we're gonna see. He got the money to do it. He just ain't did it. He got the money to do it. He just ain't did it. When this car is done, boy, I used to stunt out in this bad boy, yo. I used to stunt out in this bad boy. Straight up. Just saying. You know what I mean? And y'all remember old Gert? Y'all remember old Gert? She's still here. She's still kicking. She's still kicking. You had an old Delta 88, burgundy on burgundy. I hear that shit. And that's my Durango right there. So anyway, I appreciate you guys coming through. It is chilly out here. I'm taking my ass in the building. So I got to take my father to get surgery on his shoulder. He tore his rotator cuff, going super hard in jiu-jitsu. So what's up, Deke? Going super hard in jiu-jitsu. So he got a rotator cuff surgery that he got to do today. What up, John?
What's that?
I want to give you my condolences, sir.
Oh, thank you.
How you feeling?
Good.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So yeah, it's rough. Yeah, Sharon told we just had her mother's funeral on Monday. So yeah.
Oh, was this past Monday?
Yeah. So it was yeah, so everybody's still dealing. Yeah. So you and your family good?
Yeah. I mean, I guess the hardest person, my mother's I call her was a boyfriend. We lived together for 20-something years.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, both of them had reason. Like my mother would have lost money if she'd have got married because of the pension she had from her other husband.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
logistical reasons. I got you.
He was with her every step. So yeah, I think it all depends on your faith and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She was 80. She had been battling.
Yeah.
And I know how much she believed in the Lord.
Right. Like my mother-in-law said, she was like, I win both ways. Either I stay here and I win, or I leave and I win. You know what I mean? So that's how it is. But if you need something, let us know.
Oh yeah, thanks.
No problem. I'm taking him to a surgery, so I'll be at the hospital with him. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm going to the gym area. It's a little warmer back here. My dad's sales rep, but he also been his friend since like high school. He lost his mother last week. My dad actually preached the funeral Well, I'm gonna turn on. They done turned my gym into a fucking storage room. Ugh, boy, they didn't turn my gym. Look at this shit. They turned my gym into a storage room. Look at this shit. I got all this shit in here. I got everything in here. Right? GHD, bench press, bikes. The lip that shit is trash. I don't know why he wants that. It's fucking trash. Uh, this shit works, but it need to be tuned up. And then the squat machine and all that other stuff. But then they got all this shit in here. Now this stuff about to get used. This stuff right here is about to get used because I'm getting ready to rhino line my entire truck to make sure it don't rust on me. So I'm gonna come in here probably this weekend and I'm gonna clean up this gym because I'm probably gonna start using it a lot more. So I got a garage gym, I got this gym here in the warehouse, and then I got a gym membership. So ain't no reason why a fat ass should be a fat ass. I'm coming to the Grifties, Buff Cannon Hotep. I'm coming to the Grifties, Buff Cannon Hotep. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Anyway, so last night, I apologize for no stream. I thought I was going to get out of the place in time. Last night, I was at a Red Renaissance event that was hosted by Kimberly Klasick. She was gracious enough to invite me out to the event. And I got my signed calendar, y'all. I got my signed calendar. She kept her promise. She got me the signed calendar. It's all love. It was cool. So I went to the event. Lo and behold, one of my fellow churchgoers, my friend Mitch. I'm gonna have Mitch on the show. He cool peoples. My man Mitch was there. Um, I think he's Mitch Irvin. He's Mitch Lomax on Twitter, but he was there. We was hanging out, having a good time. It was a cool time, y'all. People were nice. You know what I mean? People, they were really down to earth. They were, we was chopping it up all night. I ended up running into what's the dude on Fox News? He be in the press. He be in the press conferences. The African guy. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he was there. He was sitting. He ended up sitting with me, and I think he gave a speech, but he ended up sitting with me, and he was super cool and down to earth. You know what I mean? But at the event, you had a bunch of congressional candidates, saying why you should vote for me and what they're trying to do in their respective districts. Even some out of state candidates came to I guess garner some attention. Um, it was pretty cool, and they were very receptive of criticism. I guess you should say, for lack of a better term. Um, you know, because I had I was fortunate enough to talk to some of them, and I was like, especially the guy from Fox News. He's but anyway, he was. So I was like, look, if you want the black vote, right? If you want the vote from black folks in the in the hood, all those speeches y'all was giving up there is cool, right? For the audience that you got tonight, you feel me? But what up, Rob? You can't go down there with your suit, with your three-piece suit and your shoes and with the Carlton voice, right? With the you gotta go down there. You gotta meet them where they are. You gotta just go down there and chop it up. Go down there and chop it up. You gotta get in the trenches. You gotta knock on doors. I said, especially with how these last 4 years have been, with all the the COVID lockdowns and this and that and all that other stuff. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta. It's another way to do this. It's another way to do this, right? It's another way to do this. You got to get down there. You got to start, just talking with the people. You know what I mean? That barbershop talk. Knocking on the door, right? And just introducing yourself. You know, and just be upfront with them. Don't give them all those talking points and all that shit that your team is telling you. Just be straight up with them. Like, look, I'm running for Congress or I'm running for this, and look, I'm trying to, I'm trying to make sure y'all straight, right? I'm trying to make sure y'all get a bag again. I'm trying to make sure that money come back into the neighborhood. Just and just sit there and talk with them. Sit there and talk with them. You know, don't give them the whole uh uh just add water speech. You know what I mean? And that's what I was trying to tell them. Like, Like this crowd is cool, but at the same time, you want to get, more of the black vote. You got to go into the communities and do the work. See, the thing about it is, right, and I try to explain to them, they were praising Kim for how she went into the communities and did the work. And I'm like, but that's the thing. She went and did it. You know what I mean? She went and did it. She went down there. She was knocking on the doors. Now it does it helped that Kim's a looker. It helped that Kim is some eye candy that people aren't they're willing to sit there and listen to. You know what I mean? But if you some dude coming there with the suit on and you got this nasally talk and all this other stuff, you feel me? They're gonna shut the door on you. They're gonna shut the door on you. You know what I mean? Can't go in there with the plantation talk and all this other stuff. Drop the code switch and just talk to them how you would normally talk to somebody. People are more receptive that way, especially in the black community. We just want to hear how it is straight up, no chaser. You know. And I was explaining to them. I said, "Yo, I be in the hood. I be around the way, and my peoples know where I stand on stuff. Period. They respect it, and I changed a lot of my friends' minds on voting for one, and two, uh not just being blindly allegiant to one party. You know what I mean? Because in the hood, they don't care about all those talking points. You know what they care about? They care about that dollar bill. They care about that dollar bill. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I gotta look that up. Reaction. I definitely gotta look that up. But it also like and with the city councilmen and stuff like that, he's right. You know what I mean? You want to start with local government. Local government is the best way to change a lot of things in your neighborhoods and stuff like that. But even the local government a candidate, you got to get in the trenches. Get out of the echo chambers. And go down there and change some hearts and some minds. But like I said, people in the hood, they're not worried about you know Ukraine. You know what I mean? They're not necessarily worried about the border. They understand it, but they ain't worried about the fucking border. They worry about their pockets. They worried about the fact that they got to go and make these life decisions at the gas station in the grocery store. Like I was telling the one dude, I said, think about it, right? I said, you got people saying, all right, do I fill my tank up or do I go to the grocery store? Do I put 80 on pump three? Do I put 80 on pump three? Or do I put uh 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 20 on pump three and then I spend 60 at the market and hope that the 20 on pump three get me to work for the rest of the week? I said that's what people are worried about. That's what's on their minds. Economics. You want to speak the language of the people in the black community, speak economics to them. You can speak that economics to them, you can change some minds. They don't care about none of that other shit. You know what I mean? Don't go to them as a politician. Go to them as a person who wants to make a change for them. You know? And they were pretty, it was really cool. They were really receptive of that stuff. You know what I mean? I met some really cool people last night. You know what I mean? That's my first time at an event like that. Uh, and I liked it. It was cool. I wouldn't mind going to another one because if I go to another one and they people was kind of, I'm not gonna say they were drawn to me, but I'm not necessarily. You can't necessarily not notice me. You can't necessarily not notice. I mean, look at this face. Look at this face. You know, belongs on the tizzy. You know what I mean? What up, Jimmy? Yeah, Jimmy. Money talks. I speak money exactly. But no, I'm a big guy, so they can't not notice me. So people was coming up asking who I was, shaking my hand and all that other good stuff, and we was chopping it up, and I was just letting them know, like, this is what you got to do. I said the reason why Kim was so successful, and I argued that she could have won. Kwesi and Fume, I know for a fact he was nervous. You know what I mean? He actually had to try to half-ass run a race because his name wasn't gonna get it alone because she was on his ass. But I think if she would have stayed in the community, stayed knocking on them doors, she'd have had it. She'd have took that seat. I think she could take the seat. I think she could still take the seat. Just getting back to that grassroots part of it. Because you got to get rid of the old guard. You got to get rid of the old guard, but you got to replace. You can't replace the old guard with a new guard. You got to replace the old guard with people who want to affect change in your neighborhoods. You know what I mean? And it ain't just on those politicians, it's on you too. You know, if you're tired of a Brandon Scott or a Brandon Johnson or a Catherine Hochul or Wes Moore, if you're tired of an Eric Adams, the people got to fund their own politician. The people got to get behind and fund their own politician. Because what happens when these politicians get in office, right? They're beholden to their donors. They're beholden to the donors and the special interest groups that backed them, that gave them the money. So, for example, if Nikki Haley got in office, right, all them big bankers and them big interest groups that's backing her, that's keeping her in the race, she owe them. She don't owe you for voting for her. She owe them. So everything that she do or sign or don't sign is going to be because she owe them, the collective, they them. You feel me? You know, that's why I was drawn to old Donnie T. When I seen Donnie T talking and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not taking money from anybody. I'll take the support, I'll take the endorsement, but I'm not taking the money because he said I don't want to owe them anything once I get in office. I don't want to owe them anything once I get in office." Is what Donnie T said, right? He was like, I don't want to, take a couple $1,000,000 from Ford, and then when Ford moved to Mexico and I decided to tariff Ford go, hey, but we got you in office, and then now I owe them. What up, Mr. Street said, check the check, stressing people. These people running should be presenting presenting a door to all resources. Exactly. Exactly. What up, protocol? But that's right. You know what I mean? Like, for example, here in Baltimore, we used to have like vocational schools, right? Y'all remember vocational schools? Like you had like I think Milford Mill High School had a had auto shop. Um, we had Carver Votech. It's in the city, but Carver Votech. I think we had Mervo. Those are vocational schools. I think they did like carpentry and shit like that, and some automotive. We don't got any vocational schools anymore. Kids aren't learning trades. You know what I mean? And I was talking with me and Shags was talking about that because Shagsworth, he said he works in the construction field. Shagsworth said he works in the construction field. He's I think he's a carpenter, I think he said. And that stuff is not a sexy job. So kids aren't drawn to that and they want to do something else. They want to be TikTok stars and shit like that. But those jobs are lucrative. Protocol in the building, he could tell you protocol in demolition. There's a bag in demolition. My family business. We do construction supply, boat disposal, trash removal. Shit that ain't sexy, but it's lucrative. You know what I mean? You got, if you want, bring back vocational schools. Bring back the West Side Skills Center that was over there by Edmondson Avenue here in Baltimore. You know what I mean? You want to give people a pathway or opportunities, then you got to afford them those opportunities by giving them skills. You know what I mean? Just saying. What's going on, Montoya? Protocol said, man, it's a big bag in trade jobs. Yeah, exactly. It's a big bag. Oh yeah, people make I got a pressure washer out there right now. I was like, yo, I need to just go on YouTube, look at a couple pressure washer videos on how to pressure wash parking lots, driveways, and houses, so I can get a little bag. It ain't nothing to push a lawnmower or ride a lawnmower around. You know what I mean? You got all the Mexicans and the Hispanics coming over here grabbing zero turns, and they out here making 90, 100 grand a year a season cutting grass. You feel me? Elementary school project you just left was 94% Latino. Damn. But yeah, we got it. Like, there's nothing wrong with telling your kids that college is a great, you know, uh, tool. But at the same time, a lot of kids ain't built for college. But a lot of kids got an aptitude for framing out a room. A lot of kids got an aptitude for changing the transmission, or you know what I mean. A lot of kids got an aptitude for electrical work or plumbing work, HVAC stuff. Hell, look at what King Randall doing in there with the X for Boys. He teaching them how to do brakes and change oil. You can make a good living brakes and oil. People need brakes and oil every what? Few thousand miles. You need to get your oil changed every 3. Depending on how hard you drive your car, you gotta get your brakes changed at least once a year. You know what I mean? You can make good ass money doing like just fucking preventative maintenance on cars. You ain't gotta be a full mechanic, but yeah, you need a tune up. Yeah, I can get you a tune up. You know what I mean? Shit, my new truck, I'm gonna do it myself, but I'd rather pay somebody to fucking change the differential fluids in the transfer case fluid for me. I can do it. I don't want to. I'd rather pay somebody to do it. I'm lazy. But there's money in that. Jimmy said I got a zero turn and trailer. Throw my power washer on and offer concrete cleaning too. Yeah, it's a great side hustle, yo. You know, get that bag, but you gotta afford people those opportunities. Going back to the whole trying to get Republicans to understand um what it is they can do to garner that vote that they're looking for. Mike said it ain't lazy, it's time management. See, Mike get it. Mike get it. He get it. It's time management, exactly. Oh man. Boy, that's funny. They don't want us working on our own. The guys that do tree service in the summer will plow snow, sell you firewood from the trees they cut down. And when winter comes, that's a hustle, man. That's a hustle. I remember I had 4 trees cut down. There's a four, one, two, three. Yeah, I had 4 trees cut down around my house. You know what I mean? Jamaican dude. I think he charged me 1,200 to do all 4 trees. 1,200 for all 4 trees. It took him, I don't know, him and 2 other guys. It took them. I think they started at like 10. I think they was finished by like 2 or 3. Made a little bag that day. You do maintenance one time when I first get a vehicle, just so I know how. After that, I'm paying someone else to do it. I hear that. What's up, Jay? Jay Pollen in the building. Yeah, so it was cool to chop it up with them. They seemed pretty receptive in what I was saying. And I'm telling them like, yo, like one lady I was talking to. I was like, I'm fortunate enough, I guess, if you look at it like that. I'm fortunate enough to have grown up on both sides of the tracks, right? I grew up in the hood. My father worked hard. My father opened a business. My father was a hustler, moved us out of the hood, you know, afforded us other opportunities and stuff like that. But I know what it's like to, you know, and I say go without, but see the struggles that your parents go through when, they don't got a whole lot. And I'm also fortunate to see what happens when you hustle. But I know what it's like on both sides of the tracks. And I was trying to tell them a lot of candidates, they don't really know that, because some of them do, and then some of them do and lose sight. Then you got some that grew up, never grew up in like a city like Baltimore or Chicago or New York, you know. And I'm like, people, they don't care. They only care about how to survive, how they going to survive. They don't care about foreign policy. They don't care about uh, 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 transgender rights. I mean, it's a thing, right? Most black people are conservative about stuff like that. You could talk about that all you want, but they don't give a shit about it. They like, yeah, no, I'm not with that shit, but whatever. You know what I mean? They like, yo, my pockets is hurting. My gas and electric's $400, my rent $1,600, and my check only 1,100. That's what they worried about. My car insurance used to be $150. Now it's $300. Used to cost me $30 to fill up my car. Now it's costing me $60 to fill up my car. What you gonna do to fix that? That's what they worried about. They worried about crime. They worried about crime in their neighborhoods. I used to be able to walk down the street and walk my dog. Now I gotta carry the blicky on me just to walk my dog. What you gonna do about this crime? What you gonna do about these kids out here acting a fool? That's what people in the hood worried about. That's what black folks in these neighborhoods are worried about. They're not worried about all that other shit. They don't want to hear your talking points. They just want you to come down there, come to them how they are. Hey, this is my name. I'm running for Congress. What can I do for you? If I was to get elected, what could I do for you? What would you like to see changed if I was elected? Let them tell you their viewpoint, give them your viewpoint, and you never know. You never know. You could change their minds. Like I said, and I told the guy, I said a lot of these people, a lot of black people in the city, or a lot of black people in these blue states like Baltimore or blue cities, they just Democrats on paper. They just Democrats on paper. Their minds can be changed. Simple as that. But you got to go do the work. If you ain't out there making no noise, if you ain't out there glad handing and talking to the people, in their element, then it's like it's dumb to try to realize why you can't get the vote. It's like, yo, it's because you ain't go talk to them. They don't know who you are. They don't know you exist. They already got this preconceived notion that Republicans don't care about the black people. Get out there and tell them it's not true. Show them. Show them. Show them. Just saying. Street says most companies started during and after the Great Depression. People was finding ways to make money. Right. Right. If you want, like back then before the Great Depression and shit, if you wanted to be a fucking taxi driver, all you had to do was slap the word taxi across your car, and you was in business. Jay said you see Vivek got town halls for days. Every time I go online, he live at a rally or town hall. Yo, he running that 2016 grift, Joe. Vivek running that 2016 grift. That's what he doing. That's what he doing. He running that 2016 grift. Exactly what he doing. I don't blame him. He hustling out there in these streets. Black men can have their minds changed. Black women is going to be a challenge. I don't know. I've changed a couple black women minds about certain things, as far as politics and shit like that. You know, they're logical sometimes. Oh man. Black Americans don't know the Libertarian Party is right for all of us. At one point, I considered myself a libertarian. Now I'm just unaffiliated. I'm cool forever for me. It's a fucking business transaction at this point. It's so hard to get them to swallow that pause. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just get black people who ain't scared to be labeled a Republican and do the work ourselves. I hear that. Looks like Vivek is trying to have Candace Owens as his vice president pick if he stays in the race. Wasn't they just on what they were just on what? They were just on Tim Pool last night, right? I think DeSantis is about to drop out. He might. Chris Christie dropped out. I don't even know how he even stood in there as long as he did, but yeah, Chris Christie, his ass dropped out. Vivek out there hustling, bro. Vivek out there hustling. He out there like a real Indian. Vivek out there like he got 8 restaurants and 3 gas stations. He got to run them all. Yo, Vivek is out there putting the work in. That's a good example, though. Look at what he doing. Look at what Vivek's doing, and he's making great. He's making up really good ground. He out there hustling. He out there doing everything. He don't care. He's like, I gotta reach everybody. He hungry. Sometimes there's a lot of indoctrination to get through, and some will hear all the facts and but agree, but still not budge. Shit, I think after these last 4 or 5 years, I think it's gonna be easier because people struggling, yo. People out here struggling. Growing up, we had block watchers who had communication with councilmen and police chiefs. We need to get that back. I agree, streets. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. You need the neighborhood watchers. You need the police chiefs and councilmen to be responding to the citizens. They work for us, but like I said, you want control of them. It's not enough for them to be elected and know that they work for us. Fund them. Fund them. If you fund them and he know that he's in business. Dang, damn. Oh, it's the calic. Should make it look at my hairline off. But yeah, like if they you fund your councilmen, your city councilmen and stuff like that, and they know that they got in office by way of the money from the people and not some developer or something like that, then they owe you. They owe you and nobody else. Candace Owens stood on the stage with Vivek at his rally thing. Okay, I thought they were supposed to be on. I thought I saw Tim Pool. Maybe it was the other night. I know I saw Tim Pool said. I guess they both were supposed to be there in the show. I guess I don't know. I'm Team Vivek. I can't help but judge people on the basis of what they actually do. I'm not quite as skeptical as HJ. The proof is in the pudding. I mean, I'm still skeptical of Vivek. I was just having this conversation. So it's a dude at my job. I guess he's Indian descent. He was like, "What you think about Vivek?" And I told him, I said, "Yo," I said, "Right now, I don't trust him." I said, "But I can't help but to like him. I can't help but to like him. He's saying everything right. I said, he sounds like the perfect candidate. He's saying everything right." I said, "If it wasn't for the whole Soros connection, even though they say it's a scholarship or whatever, if it wasn't for that, I was like, I can't help but to like him. He know what he's running the 2016 playbook to a T. I think in some cases he's running it better than Donnie T did." Oh yeah, Sonny is super skeptical of Vivek, yo. She want all the smoke. But Vivek, you can't help but to like every time I hear him talk, I'm like, I fucking agree. There's a couple things I was like, all right, you might be a little off base, bro. But for the most part, I agree with him a lot. If he can get into the administration, he will be ready in 2028. That's true. I agree as well. Give him speaker or something, press secretary. I don't know what you would do. Press secretary, something. I got to give him some props for doing all these rallies. Yeah, you got to, yo. You got to. That's what you're supposed to do as a candidate. That's what you're supposed to do as a politician. You got to go there and meet the people, change people's minds. He's doing exactly what he should be doing. And all these other politicians, whether you a local government politician or you big government politician running for city council or Congress or whatever, Vivek's you need to be taking a page out of Vivek's playbook. You got to give him those props. You got to. You got to. He's fucking he's doing everything right. I'll be sitting there like, damn, I don't trust this nigga, but I like him. I like him. Like I don't trust him, but I like him. God dang it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I could be completely wrong with him. I'm afraid he's gonna do a heel turn if he got in there. But like Goldstein said, he think he might be a Trump acolyte or a surrogate. It could be possible, and if that's the case, then yeah, I'm with him. But it's tough. You know what I mean? I don't know. 2024 is gonna be interesting as far as the political races. It's gonna be crazy. I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. I'm gonna tell you that much. I'm gonna tell you that much. Goodness gracious, boy. It's gonna be a shit show in 2024. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, like I said, I apologize for not streaming last night. I didn't get until late. But Hotep's told you after party tonight. Hotep's told you after party tonight after Hotep's told you podcast. Hotep TV on Rumble, Canon Hotep on YouTube. We're gonna be live on X. The Canon Hotep page on X. We're gonna be getting it. AJ, you down for the night? You down for the night? Also, I'm gonna hit Ronan up because I know Ronan wanted to do. I wanted him to talk about shit. I forgot what it was. Damn, what was it? I gotta look back in our thing, but it was something I was really interested in. I want Ronan to talk about that shit. So Jay said Trump say he got his VP pick already out. It's probably some good looking female. It might be. It might be, or it might be Vivek. Oh no. I got black folks saying if Trump Republican, how the them saying the Republican can't vote for him? Mm-hmm. It all depends on the babies and the wife. If they settle down, I can jump on. All right, cool. So anyway, guys, tonight, Hotep's told you, 8 o'clock, Hotep Jesus' channel. After that, stay around. Hotep's told you after party, Canon Hotep YouTube channel, Hotep TV. If you're watching Hotep's told you on YouTube, after the show, it'll automatically push you to my channel. It is always a good time. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Make sure you share the stream, guys. Let people know we live or that we were live. Also, you want to donate to the channel, $ Canon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, always welcome. Anyway, let me get my ass out of here because I got to take my father to this surgery and shit. So I might, I don't know, I might jump on. I don't know. If I get bored in the hospital, I might jump on in the hospital or some shit like that. The question is them being taken off the ballot. They see they phone. Yeah, that shit, they going to fix that shit. Yeah, keep me off OnlyFans, guys. Right here, K. Keep me off OnlyFans. Don't nobody want to see it. Don't nobody want to see it. I'm trying to figure out what? Get the. I'm streaming and then Siri come through my ear. Anyway, keep me off OnlyFans, guys. Anyway. So next time it's Canon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss. I holla at y'all.